Are we live? I don't know if we're live. I'm going to talk until we're live. My computer might have froze up. I don't know. Oh, we are live. I think. Hell, I don't know right now. My computer's being all kinds of goofy. And I would have thought that I had it up early enough to make sure that it's not freezing up on me. But apparently, I was wrong on that. So, and also, my cat decides that he wants all of my attention, not the fact that I've been here for the last hour and have been sitting down where I could have been attending his attention needs. But no, he wanted to go sit on his own fucking chair and ignore me until the moment that I decide it is time to do my fucking podcast. And now he wants all of my attentions all at once. So I don't know what the hell's going on with him. Needy ass cat. But at the same point in time, he's my big pain in the ass. Aren't you, Loki? Oh, you want up here? Well, looks like we're bringing the fat needy kitty into the microphone. Oh yes. Okay, we give you a hug. Okay, I give you a hug. See, he gives hugs, and now he wants. Oh, okay, really quick. You cannot pull the beard the opposite way. Big goofy cat. See, if you can hear him, he's all kinds of happy right now because I'm giving him all the attention. Maybe he just wanted to be on my YouTube channel. That might have been what it was. Was that what you wanted? You just wanted to be on my YouTube channel? You just wanted to be in the video? Of course you just wanted to be in the video. Attention whore. Yes, I called you an attention whore. At least I'm not calling you fat this time. Yes, you get all my attentions. Yes. Goofy cat. Of course, now all of a sudden he wants all the attentions while I'm trying to do this, which is going to make it 10 more times more challenging because, well, I have to give him the attentions. And trying to talk at the same point in time is always a challenge when you're being distracted by a cat pulling on your fucking beard. Yes. Yeah, okay, just get up there. Show everybody your butthole. Okay, now I think he has finally found his content spot. So we're going to start on this weekly's podcast. Weekly's podcast, whatever the fuck I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. Because I think ended up working like 10 hours a day and we're only allowed to do 8. So now I have some extra vacation time. So I can use that later on to probably go to another fucking concert, which I was taking time off from work on Monday because I went to the Mr. Capone show with Spider and Upset. Let's see, who the hell else was on that? Young Lex. God, there's like 15 or 16 artists on it. And let me see if I can recount all of the damn names because I have it in my little notebook here. Okay, yeah, you sit right there while I recount all of the names. We had Zane Jakers, Cypher, Big Mike, Jay Lunix, Hell's Flames, Audie, Young Lex, and now my cat is suddenly behind me. King J, Upset, and then we had Mr. Capone, Pranks, Spider, and Mr. Capone. That was quite an interesting show, need to say the least. There's a reason why 3 of the OG West Coast rappers were on that. There was one, Spider is on a Netflix show. I guess that's what they were saying, which was really cool. And for me, it was quite an interesting thing because I have never been to a. What the hell is my cat doing? Oh, you don't know either? Okay, well, come on. Yeah, step on the arm. Okay. No, you are not getting on the computer table. You can lay right there. But yeah, while I was at the Mr. Capone show, I've never been to a show where it was one of the guys was only speaking Spanish And I'm standing there. Everybody else is getting all hyped and excited, and I'm standing there with not the slightest fucking clue of what the hell is going on. No, you are not climbing up there. Freaking cat. Okay, we're gonna close that one out. I got like 200 fucking windows going on. But yeah, the Mr. Capone show, very interesting thing. A little bit more of a challenge to try to photography graph rappers, especially in certain lit venues. It's different when all the stage light or all the lights on the stage are coming straight out and very blinding. So, oh God, who's posting on my comments and everything? Hey, Patty said on Facebook said my shirt was dope, which is fucking cool. Turn 40 and get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt. I mean, you can't really go wrong with shows how much of a fucking adult that I am. We've determined that I no longer have to use the 0 behind it, so I am only 4 fucking years old. So this way I can act the way that I want to, and nobody can question it because I am 4 years old, not 1. I am 4 years old. As you can tell, I was obviously doing all my pre-setup stuff and made sure that I got all of the, let's see, where the hell is my, I got to try to find where the hell this post was for. Oh yeah, there it was. It was a gloomy Monday and we've had 65 fucking comments on it. Not too bad. So there's going to be a little while tonight. Both of my kids are decided that when dad gets home, rather than fix food, we're going to take a fucking nap. And dad's going to go do his podcast, and then he's going to be doing all the stuff that I need to do. They're going to wake up and be hungry at like 8:30, and I'm going to be ready for bed. At least that's my plan. It usually works that way. But yeah, the post this week has gotten a lot of attention on the upcoming shows. Well, I don't know if it's a lot of flyers, but I know there was a lot of comments made. Like, for instance, Esper Wins is opening a show for Nonpoint and Blackstone Cherry, Black Crow. I don't know. We'll get to that later. But Esper Wins has been hopping on some pretty big shows down in the Hayes area. And they're a band of young kids. I think the oldest one in that band might be 25, maybe. But I know their drummer. I have not, like, when I found out her age, it made me cross over into being into that old guy realm because my oldest daughter, is older than their drummer. So that was the moment that it set in that I am now the old guy because my kids are now older than the people in the music scene, which is cool to see the music scene getting young kids in it. But at the same point in time, it's kind of weird being that old fucking guy. So I don't know. And that was like 2 years ago. And I was already a grandpa then. And I hadn't even gotten into being in my late 30s. Yes, I like to use the age thing because now I realize that there's no way that I can possibly also have a midlife crisis. Because in order to have a midlife crisis, there is shit that you have to have not done in order to have the midlife crisis. I think other than like fucking goats and fucking sheep, there's not a whole lot of shit that I haven't done. And Juicy is going to be wearing Bells Only. So I will be seeing him in Bells Only on Friday at the Flaw Show with Gravestone and Molten, and I'm not sure, just Bells. He's not wearing anything else. He is wearing just Bells, and I will make sure I get a picture of his just Bells on his just balls. The tickets or the balls? Oh, tickets are on the fridge. Wife has his balls in a container hidden under the bed. No, your wife's cool. Well, he at least agreed to it. No, his wife's really cool. She's got a good sense of humor. I mean, she puts up with him and the rest of the crazy assholes that show up to all the concerts and the weirdos and the people. So she's got a good sense of humor. I mean, look at most of us. We all look scary, but deep down, exactly. Oh, well, I mean, at that point in time, it's been 27 years. She should know better than to like try to figure you out. It's kind of like me. My kids are like, we don't understand you. Don't worry, neither do my parents. It's okay. At some point in time, just try to figure out yourself. As long as you figure out yourself and you're comfortable in your own skin, you're going to be perfectly fine. Because, well, one, if you're comfortable in your own skin, there's nothing anybody's going to be able to stop you on. And number two is it's illegal to wear other people's skin. I mean, ask Ed Gein. I mean, they kind of frowned on him where he was making masks and lampshades out of other people. It's just, oh, if there's no surprises, we are going to get together and we are going to elaborate the plan of some kind of thing to surprise her so you can go, well, that's new. I mean, we might as well try. If you say there's no surprises, we got to do something. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to come up with, but it's going to be interesting. Because, I mean, she already knows that you're in a band. You've been married to her 20. Well, okay, yeah, maybe after 27 years, there might not be. We'll just try to catch her off guard. I don't know about surprising. At this point in time, there might not be any surprising, but at least if we can get her caught off guard a little bit where she goes, the hell? We'll count that as a win. It's close enough. Kind of like my thing. My parents were up here for the birthday and everything, and they were taking pictures, and they realized that I don't actually take any serious pictures when I'm having my photo taken. Well, one, I think it's boring just all the time. Those are for driver's license and for the cool little when they give you a ride in the back of that black and white car with the cool little lights on it. That's what those faces are for the serious ones. Unless okay, yeah. No person in the Navy doesn't just get less crazy. They're pretty well stay the same level of crazy. They just learn how to mask it better. And also, I learned a long time ago: do not ever like. Okay, the army, you can drink with them. You can keep up with them quite well. And this was in my younger days of my heavy, heavy, heavy fucking drinking. The army guys I could keep up with, they were no problem. Military, all that stuff. The Navy dudes, you want to drink with or you want to party with a group of people that can fucking drink with the Navy dudes. They will drink you above, under, below the table. They will take shit into the bathroom and drink it. They will order shots and take two of them at the fucking bar before they bring the shot thing over. Yeah, I partied with, my friend came back from while he was stationed overseas and came back, and I went on a 14-day drinking binge with him and a 7-day drinking binge. And keep in mind, I was doing construction work at the time, and I was staying up till 2 a.m, and I was the only one keeping up with him. And the other downfall was I had to let my liver have a break for a little bit because I went and saw Lamb of God. I think that was the Lamb of God Machine Head Gojira show. So I had to give my liver a little bit of a break, so I didn't drink on that one. I ended up being a DD to get everybody back to Salinas. So there are those things. Oh, well, crap. I'm over here going to try to figure out how to do some like non-social media shit while social mediaing here. Okay, there's that. Let's see. I gotta do some social media thing. I just got hit with a message that I need to take care of. But as you can tell, I'm still trying to do my I don't know what the fuck's in my Mountain Dew, but obviously it's fucking me up a little bit. Or it could possibly be the 10-hour day that I just had, which that was so much fun. Uh no shit. I don't understand how to use any of this crap. Okay. Yeah, I love trying to figure out how to do all this stuff because none of it makes a goddamn bit of sense. But all the kids nowadays are like, and they're sending all the stuff. Oh, damn it, child. Woodworking sucks. It really, really sucks. Oh, child. Oh, where did all my damn pins go? And we got DJ in there, which I'm looking forward to seeing you. Where the fuck did all my pins go? 9,000 goddamn pins. I'm looking at seeing you guys. Let's see. Oh, there's a pin on Friday because I am going to be at the Flaw Show. What the hell is wrong with this pin? Oh, hey, the pin actually fucking works. Who would have known? Usually 90% of these never work. But yeah, I'm looking at we're it's not so much technical difficulties, it's more the kids are sending messages, and suddenly I'm in the process of like trying to send messages back while having no clue how the fuck any of this stuff works, because apparently all the social medias that I have, the kids decide that, well, we're just going to go ahead and get a different fucking social media thing. So now I have to have another social media thing to be able to send all of this to. So bear with me. We're still working through this. But yes, I am very excited about the Gravestone opens at 7, followed by, I have no idea how to pronounce her name, and I apologize, Malum, and then Molten, followed by Shemiran Saints, then Gravel, and then Flaw. I'm pretty sure I just butchered a couple of those names. Molum. See, this is why I have Juicy around. He breaks all the shit up into enunciation so I can figure this stuff out. Oh, let's see. Yes, I want to. Malum. Is that better? Malum. We're now Malum. Okay. I think I've officially gotten all of this stuff. Oh. Now I got to do this whole like legal thing. Like they want to know in site. We'll figure it all out. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. All the kids know that I'm going to it. I've had a couple people try to get me to do stuff uh on all the on other shows, and I'm like, nope, I'm going to this one. This is the show that I'm going to be attending. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've been talking for a while that this is the show that I'm going to be hitting up today, or not today, Friday. I'm also going to be, and the reason why we are doing the show on a Wednesday and not my normal Thursday is because, well, it's quite simple. Thursday, I have to get all of my camera gear charged and ready and the cards emptied so then I can uh, load all of my equipment and my clothes because I have to work Friday. So I'm literally going to like strip in the parking lot and change and then head to Lincoln. So yeah, we're all going to smell like we just got off of work. So it's going to be a typical metal show for all of us. Luckily, this time I won't have slept in a vehicle in 100-degree weather the night before, which that's always fun. It makes you smell really good for the show the next day. Deodorant doesn't even cover up that. Yeah, it's like this weekend I'm in Lincoln. Next weekend I'm in Lincoln. The following weekend I'm taking off, going to Kansas to get the bonus kid moved up here with her mom. Yes, she's still a bonus kid. She's awesome. And I also have this ongoing thing that the moment that I hit 1,000 subscribers, she is 12. So if this is going to say anything, I'm going to let a 12-year-old do my makeup because when I hit 100 subscribers, her mom let me do her makeup. So in turn, I'm going to repay the favor and let the 12-year-old do my makeup. And I'm pretty sure that I might just actually be out of my fucking mind because I don't know why I'm letting why I'm going to let a 12-year-old do my makeup, but hey, she enjoys being on the channel and she is goofy as hell. And the weekend after that, I am taking off, even though I've been offered a couple shows to cover, which I greatly appreciate every person that reaches out to me. I want that to be known. But sometimes I have to do the family thing. May 19th. All right. Well, I'm getting everybody. Yeah, and then the last weekend in May is I'm going down to Kansas and I'm doing the grandkids' third birthday and I get to meet Baby Z. I would say her name, but I don't have the slightest fucking clue. And every time that I do say it, I get yelled at because apparently I'm not saying it right. It's Elizabeth, but I just call her Baby Z because it's a whole lot easier for me to actually say. Plus, this way with Baby Z, you don't get yelled at because you said the name. Oh, let's see. Now we're going to start into some of these flyers. Let's see. We've already talked about a couple shows, so that's at least helping out some. Let's see. I need all. And we also did on my weekly post for shows, we did get a person who posted a flower, which was an iris, which is really cool. So it broke up the thing of everybody posting flyers. I got posted a flower, and I thought it was really cool and super creative. So I ended up messaging that person and asking what kind of flower it was. That's how I found out it was an iris, which irises are amazing flowers. We have the Mulvane Music Festival, May 17th and 18th, 2024. We've got Grimrock, Cousins Lounge, Saturday, May 18th. Live Art Everywhere presents. So there's one festival. I don't know any of the other bands, but they're playing. Also, we have Divine Tragedy. Oh, good Lord. From those in question, Sarah Halter, Grimrock, and Senescen. This is in Greens, Saturday, June 8th at Green Beacon Gallery in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. We're getting shows all over the place that we can pop off some things. We got the Iris, and we also have, I'm just basically covering all of these because some of them, we have the State of Punk. There's 5 bands, May 18th, in none other than Minneapolis, Kansas. I've got a couple of friends that have told me about this one, are kind of interested in going to see. One, it's a punk festival or a punk show, and it's in Minneapolis, fucking Kansas. Which that in its own right is one of those like that is fucking punk as hell. Let's see, we've got. Good Lord, trying to read some of these. Yes, I'm using my phone. I need to get another computer screen so these can be we have Sloppy but Lucky, The Giant Thriller, The Old Musty Bastards, which are a insanely great Christian rock band who doesn't have anything about, like, talks about doing drugs or whores or drinking heavily or passing out and peeing on yourself. I mean, none of those things. And we have BRX and Minus Against. I think I'm saying that right. I don't have a fucking clue. Some of these bands are tricky. Oh, normally I'm not replying back and forth to messages on these things, but this one's kind of an important one. We also have, and then we'll get back into our regularly scheduled program. We have Monday, May 13th. Oh, that one hasn't happened yet. So we're going to go ahead and prop this one up. This one is Illinois Valley Community Radio. Tune in, streaming at kxcj.org. We have Nevin live on the 105.7 FM and the kxcj.org radio. See, I can do radio fucking shit. I can do all these commercials for people. Somebody give me a job at the radio station. Never mind. Don't give me a job at the radio station because that's live air. And there are things that would probably get me into trouble, like knowing the 7 words you can't say on open air, like piss, shit, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. So I would probably be fired as soon as I got one of those radio ads out. They would probably fire me, which is justifiable. I would not hire me to do any kind of radio thing. The one time that I did do some stuff with the radio station, I was on the radio and we were doing a pre-concert interview type thing, and I showed up with a 6-pack of beer. So throughout the thing, we continued to drink heavily. And one of my friends, who is also a photographer, Dusty Boats, or Tweak, or whatever else you know him by, a good friend, there's a reason why Salina, Kansas no longer does live call-ins during thunderstorms and severe weather, because people used to call in and be like, there's just a tornado-looking thing this way, and they'd be out storm chasing. Well, he calls in and says, play some fucking Slayer. And after that, they decided they cannot have people call in anymore, which I would not expect anything less from Dusty or Dirty Boats or whatever the many names that he goes by. But it happened, which he got the Slayer thing. And I was in the band that was at the show that Chat played at, and we got the top half of the front page of the Salina Urinal. And they said dildo 8 times, and I still have a copy of that paper, because the Salina Urinal, it's not called the Urinal. It's just the reason I've always called the Salina Journal the Salina Urinal is, one, most of them motherfuckers couldn't quote a goddamn thing to save their ball sacks. And 2, when my dad was a head coach of a track and cross country team, they'd randomly put quotes in that he said. And the best was when they said, I don't remember saying that. And I was like, no, because I was with you when you would have quoted that. And we literally walked in, handed them the results. He said, thank you. I'll get it in the paper tomorrow. He said, and my dad said, you're welcome. And we left. I was not high at the time, so I remember what was going on. And then there'd be like a quote about the track thing. And my dad was always like, I never said that. So we started calling it the Salina Urinal. And it's still kind of a shitty newspaper. I can talk shit on it because, 1, I don't live there, and 2, I don't fucking care. I don't call things out usually by name, but I will call the Salina Urinal out by name because, well, what are you going to do? Write about me? Try to cancel me? Bring it on, bitch cakes. You can try to cancel me. That'll bring me more clout and more fame. Then I might be able to buy a gold encrusted jewelry blingy pinky ring. But that would go good with my ring, or with my finger for my ring for this finger, because it actually says hippie on it. So the reason I got that one was quite simple. So when I flip you off, you could actually read the name that says hippie on it and know that I was the one flipping you off. So there'd be no confusion. See, this was pre-planning on a 18-year-old mind's brainwave pattern things, which was funny because have been flipping people off for eons and eons, and I don't really care who it is. I will flip children off in the school parking lot. I will flip parents off in the school parking lot. I will flip nuns off walking across the street if they're not moving fast enough. I haven't done that, but I would not put it against me to not do something like that because that sounds like something I would possibly do because I probably would. The rabbis are cool as hell. I mean, the fact that they're wearing those outfits in 110-degree weather and they've got like a blanket on, well, you got to give them respect. Plus, I think anybody walking around in outfits like that when it's 110 out that's solid black that aren't metalheads, those are diehards right there. Don't mess with them. They're fucking hardcore. And we also have at Wood River Pizza, handcrafted food and ale in Cave Junction. Thursday, May 16th, there is Nevin playing there as well. He's also going to be on the radio station and playing there. This Saturday, we have Contact, the Haters Coalition, the localities. That is May 11th at the Shamrock in Wichita, Kansas. The Haters Cotillion are a bunch of good dudes. I'm pretty sure I know most of those bands. Contra, something. I don't know. We got all kinds of shit from Wichita. Wichita loves posting on my page. So I'm like, so far we're in like 3 states right now. We got Kansas, which is in Wichita. We've already talked about the Flaw Show, and we're going to talk about the Flaw Show again because, well, they're one band that I've literally been listening to since I was like 16, 17, and I'm getting the opportunity to go see them live and photograph them and record them. And my friends have said that they're going to help me get backstage, which I greatly, greatly appreciate. And I want that to be known to everybody that I love my friends because they're helping me get backstage. Hopefully, they're going to try to help me get backstage. I might just have to climb the barricade and fucking run like hell. But they're gonna help me meet Flaw. So I want to say thank you for that one. I hope that I'm able to, but I also get to see them live, and we're also going to try to shoot some interviews there. That's why I'm trying to get my ass there early enough that I can be able to get some of these interviews. Hopefully, and nothing against like all the underground artists are cool as hell with doing the interviews. Some of these bigger name ones are a little more challenging to get the interviews done because, well, I get that you're on tour, but when you show up there at 4:00 and the show doesn't start till 6 and you spend 2 hours and you still can't get the interview in, so you just start grabbing all the locals and doing interviews. I've done that a couple times, but still a fun time. Love doing the interviews, finding out what people are thinking. I got 2 more from the last show that I went to that I have to go and still edit. Obviously, actually, they're on the computer now, but I have to get all the rest of the videos from that show in. I'm pretty sure by the end of the month, I'm going to be up to almost, I think I said I saw 56. I realized there were 3 that I forgot to add, so that's 59-ish. 5 more, that puts me at 65, and another 5 the following week will put me up to almost 70 bands in 5 months. There might be a few more that I get to. I'm not 100% sure what I've got going on. Oh no, I'm gonna be super close to 100 bands by the end of the month. Because there's a couple of shows that I have on my thing that I haven't quite put on I've got them on my calendar. I just haven't put vacation time in for them yet. Because Head PE and Nebraskaholics and Dollarhide are going to be at the other side on like the 21st, I believe, in Kearney, Nebraska. So that's another 3 bands because I haven't seen Nebraskaholics perform live, but I do know some of the guys that are in that. I've not ever seen Head PE, so that's going to be another band that 2024 is going to be like the year of marking bands off of my I need to see list. Also, there is a couple bands that are coming through the Grand Island area on the 1st of June. Drowning Pool and Saliva are coming through. Neither one have most of the original members, which doesn't make any sense to me. But all of the songs that they were playing for the radio advertisement was like Bodies and Set It Up or Set It Off or whatever it was. Like none of their newer stuff. It was all the, and Saliva was the same way. So it's a little confusing that you're going to charge me $35 for tickets to see Drowning Pool and Saliva, or $45 at the day of show at the door. And yet, keep in mind, a year ago, I went and saw I Hate God, Goatwhore, Whitmore, Siphon, and fuck, was that only 4 bands on that bill? There might have only been 4. Maybe there's 5. 4 or 5 bands, and I paid $25 for it. So, I mean, right there should say Goatwhore, I Hate God, like iconic bands, and Drowning Pool, Saliva are charging more. I mean, hell, I could have 2 weeks ago. I could have gone to see a festival for $50 and seen like 20 some bands. So, I mean, really, come on. There gets to a certain point that you realize that you should not be charging that much for tickets because, one, you haven't really done anything in a while, and 2, I mean, I didn't even realize Drowning Pool still existed. I thought they'd broken up because, I mean, they used to have the member, they used to have like the guy from Soil, and like then he left and they got somebody else, and then he came back and now they got somebody else. Like they've had like 7 fucking vocalists. So I have no clue what they even sound like anymore. And Saliva, you got Saliva, and then you got Joey Scott Saliva. So I don't know who the fuck Saliva is, but those 2 bands should stop swapping because, but I also had friends that played with the Joey Scott, or they performed a show with Joey Scott, the voice of Saliva or whatever he's going by, and said that he was a really cool dude and puts on a hell of a good show. So, I mean, he's kind of the voice of Saliva. I mean, when I hear him, that's kind of the band that I think of. There's certain things like that. It's weird. I don't know where we're going with this shenanigan talk, but yes. Yeah, because you guys were posting like pictures and all kinds of stuff, and he hung out with everybody. Yeah, I remember seeing all that stuff. Oh, let's see. What new message am I? Hang on, I got a message from work. That was a text message from work. When your boss sends you a message at home, you should probably, I don't know, respond maybe. At least let him know that. Yeah, see, those are the things like it for me. I'm one of those people when it comes like I've been going to shows since I was 16. My first show was Grin and Gulch. Grin is now has some of the members that are now in a band called Kindred, and Gulch, I'm not sure what they're doing, but I ended up performing a show with them one time after I became a vocalist in a band. And for me, the shows that are always the most memorable are the bigger name bands that are actually like, okay, I saw like Witch Cradle and Suicide Silence, and I don't remember the amount. Like these were all massively touring bands, and they ended up, a lot of them ended up becoming, they're still doing stuff. And like this was when Mitch was still in Suicide Silence before he passed away, and like I'm hanging out in the crowd with these guys, all talking, all bullshit, and then they get on stage and like I'm up there headbanging, and they're like, "You didn't know we were in a band?" No, man, you guys like obviously I figured you probably were because I've never seen you at this bar because I'm a regular here. But the fact that like they're out there hanging out, and then when I asked them to sign like the time list of what bands went on at what times, every one of them was more than happy to, because they said, you know, I treated them like normal people. They weren't like, I was like, granted, you guys are fucking cool as hell, but they're like, you treated us like normal people. So the bands, for me, the bands that are humble enough, even no matter what, like I get certain bands, you can't go out into the crowd. Like there's no way Ozzy's going to not be able to, is going to be able to go out and walk around in the crowd. He's going to get mauled and somebody's going to kidnap him and take him away. I mean, it's kind of true. We all know that that would happen. But like seeing the bands out there in the crowd and hanging out with them and talking with people and not just hiding on their tour bus and being part of their fan base is for me one of the coolest things. That's how, like when I was talking with, like I just interviewed Siphon, and we were walking back and I saw the guy from the guitar player from Goat Whore, and I went over and was talking to him and asked him if we could do an interview, and he goes, "Yeah, man, hit me up after the show, and we'll get you that interview." When after the show was like, "Hey, let me know when you're ready," and he's like, "All right, let me go grab one of the guys," and we went out and we shot the interview, and like he was cool as hell about shooting the interview. So for me, those are the bands that I like going and seeing when they come back through. But yeah, there was bands that I remember coming through before they got really huge, like In This Moment. I had pictures with them, got them to sign everything. They were cool as hell. They remembered me as the guy with the Burger King helmet or the Burger King crown on. And that was really memorable the next time they came through. But then their vocalist stayed in the back the whole time. And it was kind of like nobody could get back there. So for me, that's kind of, there's like a level of still like, but I've met Lamb of God walking around in the crowd. So there's those type of things. It's really cool to see. So when bands are still humble like that, even after the level that they get, is for me really cool to see. Let's see. I responded back. Okay, we got that one. Let's see. Then we got Brian McPherson with Santa Soul, Black Cat J, and something. I can't read the name, but they're going to be July 7th at Barleycorns in Wichita, Kansas. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We're 40 minutes into this, and I haven't even scratched all the flyers. Gotten some of them. But yeah, let's start knocking some of these out really quick. And then we'll get back into our unscheduled. We got DSR, Rotten Aura, Sarcoptic, and Doomed for Death. Friday, May 24th at Barleycorns in Wichita, Kansas. $10 at the door. Let's see, May 31st at Barleycorns, we have the Aaron Taffers Band, Zuzu Pedals, and Santa Soul. May 31st at John Barleycorns in Wichita, Kansas. Oh, Lord. Okay, we have the Rock the River 2024 with Rehab, Flaw, Scott Austin, Texas Hippie Coalition, City of the Week, The Lonely Ones, The Other LA, Anything But Human. Oh, Anything But Human? Those guys are cool as hell. I've seen them live. Sheltered Place, Tetra, Dark from Day One, Dime Store Riot, Modern Times, The Less Fortunate, Transis, Oklahoma Blood, Still Caught, Let's Slip the Dogs, Spare the Dead, She Hates Me Not, Wolf Ugly, Still Sight, Off the Vision, and Never Mind the Embers. That show is in, oh God, Tacleanic, Oklahoma, down in Oklahoma. That flyer will be posted in time. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, here's the one that I was talking about, the Esper Wind show. Blackstone Cherry and Nonpoint with the Kicking and Screaming Summer Tour with special guest Kira and Esper Winds at the Fox Theater in Hays, Kansas, August 13th. got to give a shout out to Esper Winds. Those guys are getting on. That band is getting on some pretty good shows, and they're great. They are great fucking people. I've seen them live like three or four times, and every time that I see them, we end up hanging out for a while and talking and catching up. So those things are always amazing to see when you see your friends succeeding and watching how much work they put in to succeed. And you can't take anything away from them because that band has worked their butts off to get to where they're at. So I'm super proud of my friends for doing that, and it's amazing to watch. And they also put on a hell of a good show. Like I said, I've seen them like four. Yeah, I think it's 4 times now. And for some reason, I always record the same one of their like. For some reason, they change up their set list, but every time I see their set, like every time I see them, and one of the songs I record is their song called "If I Fail," and it's a great song. I really like it, and for some reason, it's never planned that way, but it always seems to be one of the songs I record. And I usually will record the first few songs that are played this way and go, okay, song 1, 2, and 3. Those are the ones I recorded. What are they? And this way it just keeps it simple for me. Yeah. Let's see. We also have Music Battle, Country Verse Rock at Maloney's Live in Omaha, Nebraska. Oh, dear Lord. Where the hell is this one at? Oh, this one's going to be in Denver. We got Sinful and SDR. Defected. Feeds Dead. I don't know. They're okay. What child is awake and mobile? Okay, I see which child is awake and mobile. I am doing my podcast, so I've now figured out which child is awake and mobile. Don't come too close or you'll be in the camera thingy. Yes, I'm still going to fix you food. No, I'm not fixing pizza right now. You're drawing the man on my little notepad, aren't you? One of the children has woken up. No, I am not saying that word. We had that last week. Oh, God damn it. She fucking perked up. She goes from like being half awake days to. Shut up, Juicy. Luckily, she can't read this thing because if she does try to read the thing, she's going to be in view of the camera. Apparently, she's trying to figure out spelling and writing and all those things. So, oh, what else we got? Oh, she pets the cat. But I need to still fix the rest of the noodles so we can finish up the spaghetti sauce. So, and I think at some point in time when all the kids wake up, I'm going to feed them. You know, you could have just sent me a Snapchat. Oh, Lord. Getting handed a piece of paper. Hang on, I will help you. Because I don't know which ones you're talking about, the toy boxes from the basement. The boxes of toys or the toy boxes? Yes, toy boxes, toys go in. Boxes of toys means there are boxes with toys in them, or boxes that the toys came in for the statues that that I put down there because I'm trying to keep them all separated. You can point it out when I get done with my podcast thing and show me what we're bringing up. We're also going to probably fix Hamburger Helper tonight. I got the thumbs up for Hamburger Helper. I'm fixing noodles tomorrow night. Let's see. What the fuck else we got going on? We got Friday night dance party with Personic, Omaha, Nebraska variety cover band. No, don't put that there. Oh, Lord. That's at Mahoney's Live Venue Music and Art in, oh, my bad. It's in Council Bluffs. I thought it was in Omaha. Same, oh, shit. I closed out of the fucking, fuck. Usually when I say fuck, shit, damn, turd monkey, twat waffle, fuckhead, she's usually over here yelling at me going, language. Right now, she is not yelling at me about language because she doesn't want to be heard on my podcast. So she makes it very clear that she doesn't want to say anything, even though I'm going to say fuck, fuckity, fuck. Motherfuck, motherfuck. Noise. Smoking weed. Drinking beers. And she just language. I am a grown ass adult. I can say whatever the goddamn fuck I want to in my motherfucking shit whole house piece of. Luckily for me, I know how to actually cuss appropriately, unlike kids nowadays who have absolutely no goddamn clue how to use the words. Like, the only way to describe something by using fuck 12 times is usually this motherfucking piece of fucking shit, goddamn, and you're usually throwing a hammer and yelling because you've already bashed open your knuckles and you need at least, I don't know, 12 to 17 stitches. You've already thrown the wrench 3 times. You can't find the 10 millimeter socket because you don't know where the fuck it was. Even if it is welded to a necklace and it has enough that you can get it to where it needs to, somehow it has now disappeared and you don't know where the fuck it is. And now you're bleeding and your wife is yelling at you to get the car done. You have dinner ready. Also, this weekend at the other side with Cliche and Scarlet View. They're going to be rocking out the other side. I ended up seeing Cliche last weekend while I had all kinds of stuff going on. I saw them at the Brick House in Hastings, Nebraska. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're fractional on love the like I'm gonna literally have to like save most of these phone and make a post for Friday. We already all know where I'm gonna be. We already know where Juicy's gonna be, and we already know where all the boys in Gravestone and Molten are gonna be. And Mulan. Let's see. We have Mutation Barbecue, Serpogenous, and another band at the Temple. I'm pretty sure that's another death metal fest thing, which those are going to be insanely wicked. We also have Waste, Exit Wounds, Survive. And I don't know what the last one is. Oh, where the hell is this one at? And that one is also at the Temple on June 24th. Temple Live Event Center has a whole lot of shows coming up, if you can't tell. And there's the Crush Ultra Lounge no cover with Lemon Fresh Day live music. And this one is at 1402 Howard Street in Omaha. Let's see. We're going to stop there for a moment. We're going to, hour in, rambling about all kinds of random nonsense, doing the shenanigans that we normally do. See, and the weird thing is I worked a 10-hour shift and I am suddenly wide awake and I know exactly what the hell I'm doing. And I work an 8-hour shift and I'm bored out of my mind and I want to take a fucking nap when I get done. Damn. Sounds like something we would say at this house. We do have certain catchphrases at the house. One right now, and that seems to be the top billing contender, is penis butthole, which I called one of the characters on my game a penis butthole. I don't know why I called them a penis butthole, but they were called a penis butthole. And now that phrase is pretty well stuck around the house. Beforehand, it was go suck an egg out of a dog's butthole. I'm not going to give the backstory on where that one came into my mind, but it is not very nice to say to somebody that I'm not going to use the name on the social media live. But the kids heard me say that. It ended up being recorded on a phone call and was used for training purposes later on in life. So it's the second time that I've been used for training purposes, which is actually kind of impressive that people still think that I'm no longer the example of what to do. I'm the example of don't see this guy, don't do it. Whatever the fuck he's doing, don't fucking do it. He is not a good example. He is not in the right mind. You gotta have a mind to be in the right set of mind. Fuck you! You can't say that to your boss. Fuck you! I can say whatever I want. Freedom of speech. I'm pretty sure that implies everywhere. Even if you don't like the speech that I am freedomly saying, then freedomly go fly off a fucking bridge. Let gravity take and sort out the rest of that problem. Yeah, as you can tell, I've gotten in some trouble with my mouth at work for things that I've said or things that I've done, and it's probably not going to change anytime soon either. And if it does change, then we're going to have a big fucking problem because it means I probably had a stroke or, well, I don't know what else could have possibly had. Major head injury. Suddenly I got a conscience of not saying what comes to mind, and now I'm afraid to tell somebody to go fuck themselves, which that's never been an issue. But I also make it a wide point not to say certain names when I'm on the social media stuff because I feel that's rude, inappropriate to call them out. Like, I did see one shitty deal that I recently. A person does like, "What up? Hey, you made it this time." So far, we've got like 2 of the members of Gravestone, which we will be seeing Friday at the Cosmic Eye Brewery. Which everybody already knows that's exactly where I'm going because every time I see one of your guys' posts, I have been liking it and commenting it, or when somebody's making a post about it, like, "Hey, we still have tickets." Yep, I'll be there from Hastings, and everybody's getting all excited. So finally got a moment off. No, you're in a band and you're friends with most of us. You've been off for a long time. Because apparently we've partied. I'm pretty sure we've partied together in Kansas or been at some of the similar shows. So the fact that we know each other, that automatically puts you as a little off up here. But you're still a cool dude. I feel like saying I'm a little off, or I finally got a moment off. Oh, let's see what else we got here. We got on the Kush Ultra Lounge. There looks to be some comedians coming. DOC Patterson and friends. Oh, Doc Patterson and Peterson. Doc Peterson and friends. Need some V8. And it's cheaper now to buy a V8 than it is to actually buy. What's going on, Miller? And it's now cheaper to buy a V8 than it is to fill up your V8. Which is, yeah, and if you didn't notice, Miller has a weekly show that he does on the Stash radio station, radio show thingy. I thought those were all pre-recorded. My bad. Let's see. We also have June Jams. Ooh, The Less Fortunate. Here Now. Memory. Fate's Warning. Carving Canyons. Multifaceted. Split Sanity. Vagabond Grove and the Drifting Heads and Sunset Circle. This is the location is Cook's Event Ground in Parsons, Kansas. Which June Jams always seems to be. Are we talking about Miller's show? Because I know that's all. Like he tags me every week with flyers about it. You mean that's down there? Parsons is like way the fuck down, like Oklahoma border, I think. Yeah, there's. See, this is the cool thing about making those weekly posts about show flyers is like everybody's posting stuff about it. Like June Jams is coming up. So you got Rage is My Rival. Something of Flesh, Abandoned Aliens, Off the Vision, and I have absolutely no fucking clue. And this one is on the 11th in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma at Aloha Backyards. And then we have to give it up to the man, the myth, the fucking legend, John Cruz. Because if it wasn't for John, we would not have the KZUM Metal Benefit Show and the Metal Manifesto. So big shout out to him. Make sure you get to Lincoln at Gray's Keg for the 2-day event. You get a T-shirt with $20 and a 2-day event pass. Oh yeah, I know everything's always up. Like I'm going up to Salina. Even though I know Salina's way the fuck south of me, I'm going up there. Let's see, we've got Jody K, Pulse 9, The Dead Man's Band, Dollarhide, and used to be Bear the Attacks, and then Maiku. But they got a new band, and it's this weird logo. It's like this 696 thing. And then we also have Blind Items, Till Hell, Siphon, 10 Dead, Crack Mountain, and the Dill Pickles on Saturday, May 18th. I'm going to try to hit one of those. I got to plan out with the kids and everything like that. Also, we have Hartzell, Grimrock in support of Hartzell at the Rhythm House Studio, PA All Day Tour, and that is in Pennsylvania. I'm over here trying to hammer through the rest of these. Not all sure which ones are coming up soon, but yeah, I'm now getting all kinds of messages and phone calls from everybody. Love being popular, and it always seems to. The Dill Pickles put on a great show, and their music is so different than anything else out there. Oh yeah, I've got more of these popping off. Oh, yeah, I'm still working on these. I got all kinds of messages coming through. Yeah, the advantage of kids. They're all, for some reason, all the kids have messaged me at some point today, other than like 2 of them. So I'm trying to like do all the responsible responding things, and oh yeah, oh hey, all right. Now I gotta find where I lost my spot at. Talking about the John Cruz. Okay, now I know where we're at. We're gonna try to knock out some more of these. I also got my Mountain Dew. Is Willie Nelson. It's a Mountain Dew-aholic. And I'm pretty sure here soon I gotta feed kids. We also have Divide the Fall, the Death of Me tour, with support from Region of Z and AMOV, which is on AMOV is on the Wake Up Music record label, and yeah, they're a good fucking band. Got to shoot a reaction review video for them, but I know if Pepper likes them, they're coming highly recommended, and I'm going to check them out. I've got ungodly amounts of videos that I'm still working on editing and posting. And we got Friday, May 10th at the shop, Pat Minotaur with Sonny B and the Bad Habit Abbott project. So that's definitely going to be, it's a 21 and older one, which I didn't even realize Sonny B was 21 and older. But he will be accompanied by an adult, which is weird because I still need accompanied by an adult because, well, we've all seen how I act. Also, Chuck's Bar in North Santa Fe, Love Like War, Fila and Dawkin. That one is until September 20th. It's a little ways out there. We also have May 24th, Love Like War, Odds Against Kansas Hardcore, because they fucking are awesome. Culture Rot and Given, May 24th at Kirby's Bar and Grill Kirby's in Wichita. Love Like War was on top, and today we got the T-Bars Motorcycle Rally, Saturday, June 8th, with Imagine, Sin and Scar, Love Like War, and Bootleg Mercy. That is in Ogden, Kansas, which if you don't know where Ogden is, you probably blinked a million times while going by it and didn't realize it. It's over by Manhattan, in between Manhattan and Junction City. You kind of miss it. I've driven by it numerous times. Oh, good Lord, oh, good Lord, oh, good Lord. Oh, and we haven't even scratched some of these. Oh, I might not get to all of them tonight. There's a buttload of them. But yeah, it's definitely been an interesting one. I've been trying to get as many of these flyers as I can. See, this is the funny thing is like the fact, like right there, like the drummer from Bootleg Mercy, his brother is also in Sin and Scar. So that's actually funny. I've actually seen Sin and Scar live finally, and I've seen Bootleg Mercy. Last time I saw them, they ended up giving me a shout out for doing a reaction review video for them. So I thought that was pretty fucking dope. And yeah, I keep getting. He's not so little anymore. Like they're taller than me, but it's weird because I think all of us are about the same age. So I don't know, like where all the paths crossed or everything like that. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. We're gonna have to catch up at the show and just figure out which shows we were at. I mean, basically, we could just say like a militia show, and that covers a certain amount. And I'm getting weird looks from the child. Are you wanting me to feed you? I got the. You might want me to feed me. Me to feed me? It's like my kitty. See, because I have my cat, Loki, and then I have my kitty, which is her cat, but she always says my kitty, and I just repeat her, and it annoys the hell out of her because she's like, that's my kitty. Yeah, my kitty. Where is my kitty? And with harassing the child, I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and I'm going to have to go from being huge YouTube star to, oh yeah, Militia, Grin, Punchline, Nowhere Fast. We can also go ahead and throw in Gulch in there, Steel Toe, Broken Bone Coalition. Shit, how many other ones are there? Hostile. Granted, some of these ones I was not around for them. I just know the bands because everybody spoke highly of them. And we will see some of you guys on Friday night at the Flaw Show. I'm super looking forward to it. Oh God. Oh, the stories we have. But I will see you guys soon, and thank you all for tuning in. And until next week, we will see where things go.